Simply Sold is a general contracting service. We push for transparency. We don't want these pop-up books of surprises and people hiding in the corners because they're afraid of, you know, any surprise costs. We really push for transparency. We push for communication. We want everyone to be on the same page all the time. We push for quality of work, and we just push for accountability. I had to decide between franchising and literally just going to other cities and starting the companies there. It actually just relieves me talking about franchising. When we sat down and listed out the pros and cons, franchising was what worked. It was just a fit. Money was the biggest thing because you have to have so much money to invest in the company to go down there and hire a manager, have employees, have marketing materials, and keep it running efficiently, and your time in general flying back and forth. So franchising was just the way to go. Each city has their own market, and we've started to explore this a little bit and how you have to market yourselves to the way, I guess you could say, the culture of each city, because some towns focus on more of like a family-like environment. So when you get with one person, you can get with everyone because they will recommend you. Once you're loyal to them and they're loyal to you, you can get with everybody there. Other towns are just like grouped. So everybody has little groups, and when you get in with one person, you'll get like 10 or 15 people. When you get in with this person, you'll get 10 or 15 people. But it's literally, it seems to be a common factor that it's a trust game. And you literally, it's that persistence thing with the markets, is you have to just bite and punch and throw bows and crawl and roll around and get dirty, because to get that one person means you get all these people. So you have to know who to go after and who's the big wig that you should be targeting, and then the rest will kind of come. Franchising in general will keep your branding very in tune and very aligned with your vision. And it's actually amazing because when you sit down and you have to start franchising, you have to sit there and write an operations manual. So you have to write, okay, this is the process for this. This is how we do this. And as a small business, that's not how we do things. We don't have manuals. We don't follow rules and orders of, you know, this goes here and this goes here. You actually have to sit down and you have to write a sales manual, an operations manual, a manual on how you handle customer needs and customer problems. And if I hadn't sat down and done that for the franchising, I don't think I would be able to continue on this growth plan that we've been having, because we've been doubling and tripling over the last like year or two. And I don't think I would have been able to keep up with it without having to sit down and do this. My number one thing that I tell everyone is persistence. And you can apply that to literally everything you do and every function that you have within a company. So if you have this idea, it is the persistence that will make it happen. And if you want to talk to somebody and get their attention, it's the persistence that will make it happen. If you go around and you have all these ideas, you're creating your own opportunities. And I really want to push not to get discouraged just from other people's viewpoints and their opinions and their standpoints. And I know that you hear that all the time, but I really have to push the persistence, because you will not get what you want until you make it a habit and you just keep saying it, you keep reiterating, you keep preaching.